Hello, and Randy here, working on part 4 here for the shelves today. We got a couple things we need to hopefully get done here today. We need to put the backs on the shelves. I got material for that. I don't know if you can see that sitting right behind me here. Also, you might notice sitting behind me, there's no shelves behind me. We'll get to that here in just a moment as well, Evan. Also, the way I plan on laying out these shelves here, we're going to kind of have... how do I explain this here? I've built 3 shelves, Evan. We're going to have a shelf in one corner, have a shelf in another corner, and there's going to be space in the middle. I plan on putting a shelf in there. However, my basement of it is not quite 12 feet wide. Again, these shelves are 48. I think it's like 11 feet. So we're going to have a 4-foot shelf. We're going to have a 4-foot shelf, and we're going to have like a 3-foot section in the middle. What I'm planning on doing, Evan, is I'm going to drill all holes all the way up so we can have variable height shelves. We can just set the shelves at whatever height we want. So I've got a little jig for doing that. We're hopefully going to get that done in today's video as well. Now, where are the shelves on? Well, the shelves are already in the basement here. My parents are over here. My parents and brothers were over here 2 days ago now, I guess. We're over here 2 days ago. I invited them over for a pizza. We did pizza on the pizza grill that is over there, or the pizza oven, I guess you call it. Used the, was it mesquite? The mesquite wood chips. I think the pizza's turned out pretty good. So yeah, had my family over for a pizza night. They thought they were coming over for pizza, and then yes, I had them help me get the shelves down in the basement as well. Suckers thought they were coming over for pizza. Anyway, no, they were. We already had that planned for a couple weeks of that they were coming over, and just happened to work out pretty good. It's like, boy, brothers and my dad there gave me a hand getting it down in the basement. Otherwise, I don't think me and Mrs. Ardian probably could have done that ourselves. They are not the heaviest of one. It is all 3/4-inch plywood, but you know, all told on one shelf, there's what, maybe 2 sheets of plywood or something like that. So it's not terrible, but they are big, they are bulky. We ended up having to like tip them down so they can go down the stairs. Once they're in the basement, you know, the basement's only what, I don't know, maybe 6.5, 7 foot tall, but it's not the tallest basement. So to get them tipped back up, it was quite the ordeal. But thankfully, with myself and like I said, my dad and brothers, we were able to get that done fairly easily. So anyway, we got to cut the back panels, Evan. We're going to start on that here. We'll take those inside then and hopefully get those mounted up, and then I think everything we need to do at that point is probably going to be inside the house, Evan. So let's get these cut here first. Speaking of back panels, by the way, what do I have for back panels? Well, as I mentioned, I really didn't want to use my good, I put that in quotes, my good 3/4-inch plywood for the back. That just seemed like a waste. I really didn't want to have to go out and buy like a 1/4-inch thick or whatever plywood either. That's I don't even know what that costs. But it's probably expensive. And I was kind of rummaging around like, what do I have? You know what? Haha, I've got this stuff, Evan. So for those of you who have not seen this before, I think they use this like for sign making and stuff like this, but I've got a couple sheets of this. So they call it ACM material. It's aluminum composite material. And what it is, Evan, is 2 super thin sheets of aluminum sandwiched in plastic. Or, I got that the right way? The plastic is sandwiched in aluminum. There we go. So what you see in the middle of it is plastic here. When I'm that blue, little bit bluish colored, greenish colored stuff there. And then you got a sheet of aluminum and a sheet of aluminum. It's super thin aluminum. It's like, you know, paper almost. So I figured that should work pretty good for the backs of our shelves here. And with this stuff here, it has a white side and like an off-white side. I'm not sure what side we're going to put which way, but anyway. So we need 48 by 64, 48 by 63, and 48 by 60. Yeah, I built all my shelves like all different heights, right? And then I've got another 4th piece here. I'm not sure if I'm going to use that or not, because the shelves that are going in the middle of it, I'm not sure how I'm going to put it back on those shelves. And once we get into this, you folks will see why. So anyway, let's get this set up here. Speaking of setting up, by the way, I've got my second track here out as well, because we're going to be cutting more than 48 inches wide here. These are, I'm not even sure how big these are, but they are definitely wider than 48, so we're going to have to make 2 cuts. We're going to make a 48 cut, and then 60, 60, 63, 64 inch cut, depending on which one we're doing. So we're going to be getting both tracks here, and we'll see once how that goes across, cutting this with the track sawing. I think that'll be the easiest way to cut this stuff. And it's just thin aluminum, so this isn't going to cut like nothing. It's cuts even probably easier than wood, I would say. For those that may remember, I use this in one other spot here as well. Yes, the cat house is all clad in this aluminum composite material here. Seems to hold up quite well so far on the outside. And like I said, it's got this nice off-white finish. And then the other side, which I don't know if you can see any of that. I don't know if there's any spots that have that, has a brighter white finish on it. Okay, well, first things first, we need to join our tracks together. And the one section of track has these, I don't know what you'd call them, but it's going to slide these together here. And then we'll clamp them together. There we go. Now, I've never actually used it this way up until this point, so I'm not sure how this is going to go here. I've only ever used one track section so far. And you can tell too, like this is the one I've used now when it's been cut. That one has not been cut there. So I've never even used this second track section yet. And obviously it's designed so you can actually make this longer too if you want. It's got another joining piece right there. Just connect them all up. So we'll tighten this down here. Okay, there we go. Pieces joined. Let's get the saw set up here, get our measurements. We'll cut the 48 first, everyone. And then we'll take the other track section off and cut our heights. Okay, my measurements complete here, and I've just got clamps along the side of it here. I don't know if they make like a better clamping system for this or not. I really should look into that. That's the one thing I don't necessarily like about these here so much. And like I said, they might have something. I just don't have what I need to do this one. They do have like a really grippy surface underneath. I don't think I've really ever had them move a whole lot on me. So yeah, just putting the clamps along the side so they can't move this way seems to work pretty good. Anyway, let's grab the track saw and start cutting. Well, that definitely didn't go as smooth as I would have liked, Evan. We got stuck in the middle there. I'm not entirely sure why either. Like, I can hold this down, but it seemed like something in here, it was like really bound up. I don't know what or why. Maybe that? It probably doesn't help too. I'm like, this is a very, yeah, this stuff's very thin, very flexible. So maybe cutting it on a harder surface where these pieces can sit down a little better maybe would work. But, oh well, we got through it. Should be good, hopefully. Let's set up and cut the next one. Typical GoPro here again, everyone. Yep, second time now. Here this thing is all locked up. Push any buttons, it doesn't do anything. Sitting on a black screen there. Yeah. Typical. I mean, I don't think we've lost any video yet, everyone, but she is still locked up here again. Okay, time to pull the battery, and we'll hopefully be back. Okay, and we're back after the GoPro locked up on me there again. Yeah, the GoPro is still being a typical GoPro yet, everyone. I don't know, Vertic is still out here. Anyway, just finished the last cut of it, and that cut went much, much better. And then I also cut 2 sheets at a time here as well. I did that for 2 reasons. One, I figure this stuff cuts pretty easy, so we can cut 2 at a time, make it a little quicker, right? Also, I was hoping it would increase the rigidity of the sheet, which would help with that split in the track there, everyone. And I think it did, because we cut through this one no problem. I got that split there. I could tell where the split was on the saw, but it didn't like hang me up or nothing like that. We just went right over it. So I think by doubling up the sheet there, that held this track a little bit more rigid, and didn't make that split matter there as much. So anyway, now we need to, I'll split the track up. We only need the 48-inch long track now, and we'll cut our heights here. Like I said, 60, 63, and 64. Okay, we got our 3 pieces cut needed for the back of the shelves. I think we can take those inside now and start mounting up. And good too, because a little bit warmer inside. It's kind of cold out here today. Okay, I'm down in the basement here. Just finished washing this shelf up here. It's all dusty and dirty from being out in the garage. There, looks a lot cleaner here now. I think that looks pretty good. This is the back side here, I think. Actually, let me double check that. I'm pretty sure this is the back side. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that was probably, yeah. No, this was the back side because we left the back side short. Okay, so this is the back side here, everyone. We're going to put the part on the back, so I'm going to have to spin this around here. And we'll get that sheet on the back. I'm hoping these shelves are somewhat straight, everyone. Otherwise, I might have to like cut a support in there. Once we get the back on, that should hold it straight, I think. But I'm just not sure if they'll be straight until we get that on there. Now we'll have to maybe watch that. Okay, we got the back on one shelf here. Just screwed it down the side. And again, with this one, I mean, I couldn't put it on the top here because, well, yeah, we got a little bit of a sizing issue there. I suppose, I do have enough of these up, and I probably could switch that out, but oh well, it's up there for now. I don't think you'll ever notice. And yeah, I got all the shelves along the back here screwed on, Evan. You can see in one spot where apparently this shelf does dip down. Yeah, it's this should be the bottom of the shelf right here, this pencil line, Evan. So what I did is I just from this side, the other side, I just marked straight across so I knew where to put the screws. And yeah, put one here. Nope, too high. Put one there. That was apparently too low, so I had to go right in the middle there. So you can kind of see that shelf does a little bit of a dip there, but pretty minor. I think that should be okay. The rest of it looks pretty good here. And yes, I know it's a little bit dark here in the basement of it, but hopefully you can see the inside there. I think that looks pretty nice. We've got the back on there. I've got the it's kind of like, I don't know, pure white, I guess, or something. That's what I decided to put on the inside of one. I figured that'll give a little bit more reflective properties here. This is kind of a dark gray, so hopefully that'll kind of lighten up inside the shell. So if you're looking in there like, okay, what's in there? Hopefully that'll help with that. But yeah, I think that's looking pretty good, Evan. Okay, let's go ahead and put another one on here. Well, I didn't believe in giving myself a whole lot of working room here on this one. I've got the next sheet ready to go here for this shelf. And just to give you an idea of all 3 of these shelves, and eventually the 4th one, once we build it, will be going inside of this room here. So yeah, kind of here's a before shot of what it looks like now. It's a little bit messier than it normally is here. We've got all our Christmas decorations out at the moment, so normally a bunch of the stuff that's on the floor here you're seeing for Christmas decorations is normally up on the shelf a little bit more, or tucked in under there, or tucked in back behind here. But even once we're done, Evan, this should be cleaned up a whole lot better here, hopefully. Maybe even have space for like the rolls, stuff like that used to just kind of sit in the corner over there anyway, the tubs, and yeah, there's more stuff underneath here, right? So yeah, anyway, let's get the back on this one, everyone, and hopefully we can start cleaning this room up. Speaking of which, this one here is probably going to go right here. So all this stuff that I took out of here when I was working on the plumbing project, well, some of it we're probably just going to throw away now, because like this shelf versus that shelf. Yeah, no, we're just gonna get rid of that one. And then that's all the paneling from the shower project we never bothered putting up, which I don't know if we ever will, to be honest. I suppose we could, but I really don't see a point. So yeah, we'll get this stuff cleaned out, and then this shelf will go there. Once this shelf is in, everyone, then we can start like moving stuff around here. Probably kick some of the stuff that's over here over to here, and then we can put take these shelves out, put those shelves in, and then the stuff that's over here can go back. Again, we're probably gonna keep, like what you see here, everyone, is probably gonna go back here, right? Well, here we are again. I want another typical GoPro. Look at this. The thing doesn't even want to turn on now. Nothing. Dead. Yeah, probably have to pull the battery again, and then it'll start back up.
Par for the course for them, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, that's second time in this video. And the first time I covered it locked up with the screen on. Now this time it's apparently locked up with the screen off. So, okay, let me pull the battery, which is always a pain because you got to take the power cable out here, open this door, pull the battery out, wait 30 seconds or something, just be safe, put the battery back in, and then usually you're back in business. But I don't know, last time I had to pull the battery on my phone to get it to work. Yeah, okay, as soon as I put the battery back in, right away it just starts recording. Cool. So it took the command I told it to record, but then okay, that's weird, I'm not sure. Anyway, I just finished putting the last back on the shelf here, if you can see that. So that is on. Now we're ready to start cleaning up the back room here. We're gonna have to move some stuff around. Probably won't bore you folks with those details. And then we'll get the first, which is actually the shelf over there. We'll get that one in there, and we should be ready to start putting these shelves in. Okay, I thought some of you folks might find this fascinating here. This is a Sun Laundry Stove number 295. Not sure what that means, but we actually have this sitting out in our garage here. So yeah, we actually have this stove. Don't use it for anything, it's just sitting out there. I probably should really get rid of the thing, but yeah, here's all the parts, and oh my goodness, bottom, fits bottom stove, 10 pounds, 26 cents. Postage extra. Is that extra postage, or just that's the cost of the part? Damper. Rivets to base door, finished GI, quarter pound, 6 cents. 6 cents? Just, wow, how much does this whole stove cost then? You gotta wonder. Is there a date on this? I don't see a date on this. Maybe down here? You folks seen a date anywhere? I don't see a date anywhere. I'll have to maybe look a little closer, but I'm very curious. Find the parts you need. Wonder if this place is even in business anymore. Well, anyway, everyone, finished unloading the shelves here. They are now empty. We'll get these things out of here. It's a wonder they even held what they held. They just do not look very sturdy, right? But they worked, I guess. They worked. I'm not sure what's holding these together here. We'll have to, is it nailed up there? That's not. Okay. Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah, that's not. Wow, this is, get this out of it. Yeah, that's, oh, there's one nail in that. That one's not nailed either. Which it looks like once I get that piece out of this whole shelf piece, because that's not nailed there. Probably not nailed on that end. Okay, let's get this out, everyone. And we'll have to clean the floor, clean up behind it here, and we'll be ready to put the new one in. Or new ones, I should say. Gotta come up over the cord. This floor's gonna have to move just a little bit.
You're welcome. Ooh, it's jiggly. This is so much nicer.
Okay, get the other one in. I just made the conversation weird.
Yes, I did. This is why you don't let me do things.
I told you exactly what to say. You added to it.
I'm sorry!
Okay.
Alright,
And then this will be where the third shelf goes.
excellent. Let's get the stuff out of the way for the floor.
You care which one goes where?
Just as long as the newest or the oldest ones are in the front.
These are all 23, so
They can get shoved back there, and I'll put the jars for the 22nd.
okay. You got some beans in this one.
Yes, I do.
So
I'll organize them later.
okay.
Middle shelf, probably.
They're all the same, but shelf weight wise.
Nice enough the basement back.
I think the tree can fit up there. You mind grabbing that tree box, bringing it down, just see if it'll fit.
It should if you put it on its side. Even standing up, it might.
We're standing up at a normal. I got that one at the max height for standing up.
Nice. Beans I want out of the thing probably.
Yeah.
Are these all 23? No.
So these are 22 here.
Yeah, the ones that aren't labeled, I'm guessing are. Nope, that one's labeled as a 22. But I'm gonna assume they are. So I only did like 1 or 2 batches this year. Three, 23. Cool. And then all the rest you want.
So we can stack them 6 deep. Oh, look at that. There ain't no bowing on these shelves.
I'm so happy about this. I love being able to stack them 6 deep. Alright, that's our beans.
Okay, and after maybe, I don't know, another hour or so of organizing later, I think we've kind of got a system going here. So, like all of our goods, food goods that is, kind of in this shelf here. This shelf just has kind of like a mixture of some seasonal stuff, some tooling up top here. I think some of like our canning goods or canning stuff is down in there. And then, yeah, we got a couple shelves down there that need some, well, don't need some stuff. They got room for some stuff yet, I guess, right? And then over here, everyone, we have our... Oh, there's a creepy... we got our Christmas stuff up in this one, and there's some other miscellaneous stuff in here as well. But again, what we kind of did is we took, you know, everything that was up in these shelves, kind of threw it up in this one as much as we could. And then we're kind of working from this one, putting it back up in here.
Not to
and
mention
then, of course,
everything
that one,
that's on the floor, too.
yeah, oh yes, everything that was on the floor here. So I don't know if you can tell, but this is looking, we got a little more stuff here yet. These are some big totes and stuff. And this is what I was saying earlier in the video, and unfortunately we probably won't get to it in this video. This will have to be the next video, I guess. But I'm going to put some more shelves up in between these, that one, and that'll hopefully fit these here. And then we can just figure out whatever height we need for those. We'll be using the Kreg shelf jig for that one, and hopefully just make some adjustable shelves. Yeah, there's just a couple things left, everyone. But yeah, this is looking way, way better. I mean, and not to mention way sturdier too. I'm like, that previous shelf, I didn't realize how poorly that was built till
Well,
we
the
took it.
previous shelf, we wouldn't put anything heavy, like
Yeah, in the
canned
middle.
materials in the
Start-
middle. And we could only stack them like 2 or 3 cans deep. Here we got 6 cans.
There's 6 cans deep, yep.
Utilizing
And
the entire shelf.
I don't think there's any sagging going on in this shelf, Evan. I very much doubt there's a...
I was shocked how bowed those planks were when
Yeah,
I
right.
carried them outside.
Yep, so this is looking really good, Evan. The middle support is a little bit annoying to some extent because you try to get some of the bigger stuff in there, but oh well, it is what it is, Evan. And again, that's why we'll have these here.
You kind of got to
so.
sacrifice some of the convenience if you
Yep.
want the durability.
Yeah, so like if we wanted to put that Christmas tree box up there, I mean, I don't know if that would like fit in there with that middle support. So, but oh well, that's why I have space up top, Evan. I measured this when I did it so that the Christmas tree boxes would fit on top of those underneath the rafters here. I designed these specifically for that. So, and
Especially since our Christmas tree family keeps growing.
that is true. Yep. Again, like I said, we got some more organizing to do, but for now, Evan, I think this is looking pretty good. So, I think we're going to wrap this video up, Evan. Stay tuned for the next one. We're going to fill this final space in. And I think that's going to be it for the shelves here. And I don't know about putting a back behind this shelf, unfortunately. I don't know how I'd put a back on there. I'm still thinking on that one. So, yeah, I don't know. If you folks got any ideas, let me know. But probably won't be a back on this shelf here.
And who knows,
and again,
next
we'll probably...
time you come in, I might have gone psycho bonkers crazy and organized everything with labels. And
That'll be cool.
fantastic.
That'll be cool. So, yeah, we got our flooring here. I don't know. Actually, I should check. No, I think this is longer than 48, isn't it? Or it is 48.
It is either 48 or longer.
Yeah, I think it actually is 48. Now, this is flooring for our kitchen, by the way. So we do have flooring for our kitchen. That'll be coming up here at some point, hopefully this year.
I can
But
see that being a spring project.
yeah, hopefully. We want to get some flooring in the kitchen outside of the carpet we have now.
Right? When it's warm enough to yeet the carpet outside.
Yep.
We should do that before the cleanup days.
Ooh, that's a good idea, yes.
Right?
Okay, well, anyway, with that, thanks for watching. You folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them down below. And, yeah, I think this room is looking a little bit better. Again, we got a little bit more work to go here yet, but we are getting there. So, again,
This room's getting a facelift, a tummy tuck. It's getting all sorts of things.
Yes, thanks for watching, Evan, and till next time.